Oh, Devo, come on, do it. Do it, Devo. Oh, come on, man. Not only did Christian Dvorak tie the game, he made the Bell Center roof explode, so we needed a arena. That's per Sportsnet. You get it. But he almost scores the shootout winner. He actually gets the opportunity. I was ready to blow the roof off my own house, for gosh sakes. I am telling you, ever since we allowed Christian Dvorak, I say we, my nephew wanted to, more than me. I'm not going to lie. You guys know how harsh I've been on Christian Dvorak and Justin Barron this season specifically. One of them is gone. The other one, we'll talk about it later. But Christian Dvorak, thank my nephew, as I told you, some of you, for allowing my nephew to sign his Habs jersey. Like, really? We've been really harsh on the guy. We've been really harsh on him. I'm not the only one. I know that. I've seen the comments. I see it. I live on the internet sometimes too. That being said, though, if he gets that shootout winner and completes this ridiculous comeback in this ridiculous game for the Canadiens, I'm ordering 3 Christian Dvorak jerseys. I don't care if he's a pending UFA. We still don't make the playoffs. Ship him! Oh, what are you trying to do? Be the Habs version of Steve Dangle? You think it's the first time I heard that? What else you got? There is an occasion where, yeah, the energy's real and I'm feeling it, so I deliver it that way, right? You know, and that's fine. I don't care what people say. You guys know I love you either way. If you like me or don't like me, I still love you. The point is, the Montreal Canadiens don't fully complete the comeback, although the commentators on Sportsnet seem to think we did when we tied it. That's not how it works, guys. You complete the comeback when you win it, but we'll forgive you. You're getting paid for that. We're not. Anyways, the Canadiens lose. Catch my breath. The Canadiens lose 5-4 in a shootout to the Colorado Avalanche. A roller coaster of a game, to say the least. I think I just chipped my tooth. If I look like Lloyd Christmas for the rest of this video, please let me know. No, I seriously think I did. I'm gonna have to go look in the mirror after this video. I can't say that's the first time that's happened, but we'll move on. Respect to newly acquired Brock Nelson of the Colorado Avalanche as he gets the shootout winner for Colorado. But that's not why I'm saying respect to him. It's because of what he said post-game to Sean McKenzie, praising the Canadiens' home crowd's energy and passion. We thank you for that, Brock. You're a UFA this summer. I don't even care. If he's going to compliment our fans like that, and just give him a max deal, 8x12. I don't care. Do it. You guys can tell I'm in a mood tonight, right? And to think this is after a loss, I mean, my gosh. We're starting basically at the end of this game to talk about it, but I mean, killing off that 4-on-3 in overtime for Slavkovsky's penalty, the hook on, or the hold on Makar there. I mean, Slavkovsky, my gosh, the guy should have had 3 tonight for sure. He missed a wide open cage, but then he made up for it later. He gets the penalty in overtime, and the Canadiens kill it off on the 4-on-3. But this is where my bias will come through because, yes, my team was the victim of losing in the shootout, but I will say that I think fans are ready. Eventually, it's inevitable, I think, that the shootout will be eliminated and 3-on-3 overtime needs to be extended. Yes, I'm biased in the situation because my team lost in the shootout. Don't care. Still want it to happen. Don't care. All right. Thank you. Is this video too over the top? I can never tell. Try to do as good of a Jim Carrey impression as me, Steve. Come on. Let's go. Anyway, I don't know what to do with this team. I don't know about you guys, but when the Canadiens went down 4-1 to these Colorado Avalanche, I did skip the PVR a little bit. I had the game on record, as you guys know I often do, and I skipped ahead. I saw that Joshua Waugh got a goal, and I'm like, all right. And then exactly 30 seconds later, the Slavzilla himself, Juraj Slavkovsky, bang, Nick Suzuki's calling for the puck. Nay, Slav, what do you do with that puck? You shoot it. And he does, and he scores, and it's 4-3 all of a sudden. And man, like the Bell Center was already feeling it pretty good, so much so that it was 4-3. The Canadiens are still losing, and the fans are starting the Olé chant. We get on them because I'm one of them. I'm going to be in the Bell Center a lot more next year. But, man, the roof, like, just, you call it whatever you want to call it, whatever holds the Bell Center together, almost came off when Christian Dvorak ties it 4-4 with his 9th goal of the season. Man, that line of Gallagher, Anderson, and Dvorak has turned into what we hoped it would, which was and is 3 veteran players that have found their game at the best possible time of the season. I mean, Marty St. Louis just said in his post-game press conference here, this is a fun time of year to be playing hockey right now. After this game, the Canadiens barely hanging on to the final wild card spot, but they still are the final wild card spot holder as of the recording of this video. The New York Rangers are now just 1 point behind the Habs with 74. The Habs now have 75. Ottawa has jumped up to 79. And then you've got the New York Islanders that are now just 2 points again behind the Canadiens at 73. Columbus at 71. And Detroit lost again, so they're at 75 points behind the Canadiens. Every single game is absolutely crucial at this point, but games at home specifically, I mean, just to keep revving up that playoff-like atmosphere at the Bell Center. I mean, like I say, I don't know what to do with this team or what to expect from this team. And Kent Hughes must have felt the same way before the Four Nations tournament, right? He's like, well, we were hot. Now we're not. We're probably going to trade off our UFAs. Then they come back from the Four Nations face-off. They're hot again. Nick Suzuki has a talk with them, says, please don't trade anybody. Kent Hughes doesn't trade anybody. And now you're left with a team that is just playing off the fuel, the fire of the fans, and also solidifying some chemistry with one another. I'm impressed with Patrik Laine. There's plays and there's times on the power play where he's a little stagnant, a little still. He kept us alive in the shootout in this game, and that was a beautiful backhand that somehow went bar down on a backhand, no less. But Patrik Laine has been great. He's a big reason, you cannot deny it, unless you're in denial, that he helped us get to this point in the wild card race. Earlier in the game, too, Josh Anderson is going at it with Keaton Middleton, and Arbor Jacki steps up and says, hey, Keaton, I'll fight you. And Arbor takes him on and does pretty good. I think he got the decision in that fight. But, I mean, Josh Anderson can hold his own. I don't think he needs someone to fight for him, but that's how much of a brotherhood they have in that locker room where they're willing to step in and do that kind of stuff. And RB just took advantage of the fact the Canadiens were losing and wanted to get some energy back in the building, and he did. That being said, the energy quickly gets sucked out of the building again when the Colorado Avalanche retook their lead not that long afterwards. The Habs were getting severely outshot in this game, and then they just turned it on huge in the third period. As we saw, they only had about 16 shots in the third period, and then they finished the game with 29 shots. Colorado had 37, so you got to give a tip cap a little bit to Montembeault here. I mean, I see why Marty keeps going back to him. Like, he's been outstanding playing at home lately, which is huge. He's the guy right now. He's the guy. And I don't think Jakub Dobeš is disappointed just sitting around in the atmosphere like, oh, I can't stand being a backup in an arena like this. Monty made huge saves in overtime, a big one on Jonathan Drouin with the glove save there. And just again, on that 4-on-3. So, you know, Monty is still playing, to me, right now at the top of his game since he's been a Montreal Canadian. Yes, he has moments where there's goals that you like to have back. Every goalie has those, but he's playing well. I was pretty encouraged when I saw Monty stop Nathan MacKinnon too. I mean, that was where I thought, oh man, this is an opportunity. And then they send Christian Dvorak out there to be the hero that we all knew he was. All along, just like I said I wanted Slavkovsky, we knew Christian Dvorak was a hero all along. I don't care what you guys say. I'm having some fun tonight. I know most of you love and support me, and I just want to say thank you. So, yeah. So the Canadiens are going to head into St. Louis on Tuesday and try to get 2 points rather than teasing us with these 1 point, overtime losses, which are still keeping them in the race. They still hold out of the wild card spot, and they're an inspired team. I've looked ahead too far to next season so many times this season, and tonight was another one of those, kind of, sort of, when they go down a few goals. But this team's resilience, their way to claw back. I mean, I don't want them to create a habit of comebacks, necessarily being down goals. You don't want to be more comfortable down than up. I mean, that's just not the way hockey's supposed to work. That being said, I mean, there was other chances. There was chances for the Canadiens to end this game before regulation was even over. They tilted the ice so much the other way that Colorado just didn't know what to do. Montreal had so much momentum going for them. Shout out to Brendan Gallagher, whose mom just passed away. I haven't had a chance to really acknowledge that, so I just want to say shout out to Gally. We've all been thinking about you, and yeah, just playing some of the best hockey, not just of this season, but that we've seen from Brendan Gallagher in recent years. Just his timing. He's in the right place at the right time, making great passes. Scoring huge goals to help lock up a point against the Islanders the other night. So he's playing inspired, no doubt, but this team is absolutely inspired right now. Jaden Struble played 20-36 in this game. He's been playing better and better every night, it seems like. Jacki's been getting a little bit better too, tightening up on D and still being trusted late in the game. Laine getting more ice time late in the game, getting into the shootout, getting into overtime, even tonight as well before the overtime ended. But, yeah, I just got to say this team, and the fourth line I thought played better tonight too. I wanted to see a bit more production out of them lately because every other line seems to have been producing lately. But that fourth line, it'll come. I think it's going to come in these road games coming up. So that's all I got for you guys. I had a blast doing this one tonight. So just want to say thank you for putting up with me. And I hope you guys enjoy when I go off the wall. I certainly have the ability to. And this was after a loss. So that says a lot. You can expect a lot more of that if we make the playoffs. But regardless, hit like on the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for the support. Love y'all. See you soon. Go Habs, go. Let's keep enjoying the ride, baby. This team is for real.